So we're live. It's Arsenal Alex here. It is all about today's absolutely mental game. What was that about? As you can see, scrolling along, West Ham United 3, Arsenal 3. And I've already had some comments. Hope everything's good. I just wanted to take time. I had to go out, so I couldn't stream after. So, and then now I've got some bit of quiet time, I can invite you all on and we can just go for it and just see where it goes. So, how are you feeling about that? Let me know. It's finished Arsenal 3, West Ham 3. Like, where did that come from? Like, unbelievable. Good evening, Luca. Welcome to the chat. Hi there. Hi, Ellie. How are you? Hope you're good, mate. Hello, True Guna. Good evening. All right, mate. And lads, I'm still annoyed about the performance. Yes, because we could have been 4-0 down after that. But where, I don't know where to start with that game because really and truly we should have lost that game. West Ham was so unlucky, and I don't want to hear anything about a comeback because we shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. Because it was just, what the hell happened for that free kick? They just like stood there and thought, you know what, let's just um, let them have a shot. So and then it came back to hold on a sec. Came back to went up to 3-0. Like I knew Jesse Lingard would score, so um, I just knew it, and I knew Antonio would score. Uh, I just knew it, and I should have put a bet on it, but I didn't. Hi, mate. Welcome to the chat. I'll open the lines in a sec. Just want to let you know how I'm feeling. So, yeah, and the teams were changed too much. Aubameyang was anonymous. Granit Xhaka still plays no matter what. And, yeah, it was just... you shouldn't be going to a comeback. You shouldn't be 3-0 down within half an hour. So I will put this on and then invite people on. There is the link, you lovely people. So we go up to ninth. Villa versus Tottenham at the moment. Leicester have obviously beaten Man United, knocked them out of the FA Cup. Yes. Oh, hello, mate. It's Pete for us Arsenal fans. Yes, it is, mate. Hope you're good. Thanks for joining me, mate. Appreciate it. This lot. A toy. Fake badge. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wow, what a comeback from Arsenal. Yes, Ryan, Spurs go. And I know you're playing now. I love having all fans on, so thank you very much for joining me. Saka looked tired today. Yeah, do you think Saka is burnt out? Do you think... Oh, I look pale in this. I think it's a lie, but I need some sun. Yeah, give me 15 minutes editing. Why? What did you do? Did you do a reaction video? Saka was poor today, I can't lie. Yeah, Aubameyang was poor. If I could run through the team, he was poor. Leno was awful today. If we were to do that, Tierney, he was all right. He was still getting forward, making the challenges and everything. So you're not doing a live, Luca. I thought you'd do a live. But yeah, sometimes it's nice to do a reaction because you can properly get your feelings off, I think, instead of doing a live. But yeah, Louise, I thought it was poor because he's supposed to be the leader, and I think the second and the third goal he could have done better. Marie, you could see 3 goals. Poor. Chambers, up and down, like Cafu, someone was saying. Great crosses, and he made a couple of goal-saving tackles. And it's embarrassing to say, but I think Chambers was the best defender. You can disagree if you want. 100% the manager is overplaying him. Yeah, and it's so obvious. Guys, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. It don't cost nothing, and smash a like and share my content. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. In the middle, Party. I don't think he was that good. He just doesn't look right. He doesn't look like a £45 million player. He looks like a £5 million player at the moment. He looks like I don't know. I could just see now. Like, yeah, Luca's doing a reaction for his channel. Odegaard was class. I think 3 players that stood out were Odegaard, Lacazette, and Chambers. They played well, and I'm starting to warm on Odegaard, but let's give him a longer run. 1-0 to Tottenham. Okay. Long way to go. It seems that Villa are just sort of you've had an absolutely awful week, losing to us and going from 2-0 up to 3-2. So, hold on a sec. Yeah, so, but I think I knew when I saw Aubameyang's name in the starting lineup, why are you there? Why are you there? And then it was justified. And I knew when I saw Xhaka's name, why are you there? Why are you there? I just thought, what justification is there to keep playing Granit Xhaka? Why? And then Aubameyang. As soon as Aubameyang went off, we looked good. Like Pepe, great assist, fantastic. That was an amazing, amazing assist. Really, really top assist from Pepe. And he should have started, not Aubameyang. If it was me, I would have started Pepe over Aubameyang. And I'm starting to think we've seen the best of Aubameyang, and maybe we should cash in on Aubameyang this summer. Do you think I'm being controversial? Do you think I'm being right? And the manager. Yes, Tottenham need another goal. Yeah, you always do. True Guna, what has ever happened to Aubameyang? He's meant to be Arsenal captain, and the fact that he's put in another poor performance after being late for the North London derby is a joke. Yes, it is. I don't know what's going on. It must be something personally. I can relate to that. When your head's gone, your head's gone. That's why at the moment I can't work, but I'm not doing good. So YouTube is just a good distraction. But if you're the captain of Arsenal, then if he's not doing good, take yourself out of the firing line, go and train, sit on and just, maybe come back in a few weeks all refreshed and ready. Like maybe this international break is perfect for Aubameyang because, mate, he's given me 2.5 years of absolute brilliance, and I'm gutted that he's like this. Absolutely gutted, because of course there's a bloody good player in there. So something must have happened to Aubameyang. It's really something must have happened, and it is just really, really sad because as soon as he signed that contract, he just sort of went. And, I would have started Martinelli or Pepe. And Pepe, again, why doesn't he start? He should be an automatic start because he's always got something to offer. Delano, thank you so much for watching, mate. Really appreciate it. That's what I think as well. Well, he's just not doing it at the moment. Do you think we should give Ryan a chance in goal? Do you know what? It's a good shout because Leno, he's just, he was awful today. So why not? Hi, Tom. I'll add you in a second. Inconsistent Arsenal. We need a new coach. Naheem, yes. How are you? You new around here? If you are, just hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And smash, drop, kick that like button. Ryan Spurs goes, can't see Tottenham beating Man City in the final of the Carabao Cup, but a final was different. But I think it would be difficult to beat Man City. I wouldn't put it past Jose in beating City. He still tends to win everywhere he goes, and I could see you beating City. I don't know why. I'm just going to add my first guest for the evening, and that is Tom. Hello, mate.
Good evening. How you doing? All right.
I've been better. I don't know, like, what to make of that. Like, thank you for so much for joining me, and I hope you're doing all right, mate.
Yeah, I was disappointed. Like the first half an hour, especially. I kept saying it. We kept saying it on Thursday, didn't we? Like, no matter what Arsenal team turns up, that's when you know we're going to win games. And the fact that we started so poorly, I said, we're going to win. We're going to lose this game because we started so badly. Fair play for them for getting back into the game in the second half, especially, but it wasn't good enough overall. And I'm still pissed off, even with a draw. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the coach not getting them ready properly, or is it just the players that just too relaxed? They don't care about the league because they just want to go for Europa League glory. I have no idea, but it was embarrassing for the first half an hour, that's for sure. And I don't know what West Ham fans feel like. Do they feel like they deserve to win? Because I honestly thought the second half we were pretty much all over them. The only
Well,
reason they got chances is because of our
yeah.
mistakes again.
Well, if there's any West Ham fans in the chat, you're always welcome. I tried to reach out some for a preview, and they're just very hard to get hold of. That's all I'm going to say. Don't know if, so I don't know, but when I saw that, I know there was a comeback, but West Ham deserved to win that game. They were the better side. They were really unlucky not to go 4-2 up, and they were just peppering us. And we got two. I know Lacazette's called that. We got two own goals. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
And I think Lacazette was really good, and I don't know. For me, he was our man of the match. You may disagree, but and I think if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have got anything from that game.
I actually agree. I was surprised when they put Callum Chambers' name as man of the match on Sky. But then when I watched it back, I thought, yeah, maybe actually let's give him some credit. It's only his second appearance in the Premier League this season. Yeah.
And that double goal-saving clearance.
Exactly. And to be honest, I think a lot of people were ready to give him crap because of the fact that Arteta put him in there. Because I thought, well, he's got to be Cedric, surely. But when he put Chambers, I thought that's bizarre. But fair play to him, he did all right. But I agree with you. I think Lacazette ran the show for Arsenal in terms of attacking. I mean, people talked about Odegaard, but I loved Lacazette more. And I have to give him credit this season compared to Aubameyang. I don't know what's happened to Aubameyang. Aubameyang was poor again. Absolutely poor.
I don't know what's going on. But like I said just earlier, it's got to be something personal because he hasn't just got awful. It must be something in his mind. And like I said, if it was me and I was Arteta, I'd say, mate, go away, go on holiday, come back a new man or something, because he's not just suddenly crap. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So it's got to be something to do maybe with his mum, or because he's given me a couple of great years. I don't know about you. I've been and seen him just banging them in, and I don't know what's happened. Like,
do you think the thing that happened last week with the North London derbies actually annoyed him?
Well, it is the biggest game of the season, and you're the captain, so there's got to be something. And he's always been so professional, so it must be something personal. And obviously, we can only speculate what's happened. So yeah. Chris, welcome to my channel. A final is a one-off game. Anything can happen. I think he's talking about Spurs, Man City. Lewis, Everton fan. How are you, mate? Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the chat. Great comeback. Yeah. I don't know. We shouldn't be in that position.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, Antonio missed a close range goal. Yeah. Lacazette is improved. Yeah, do you know what? I was going to touch. What do you think about giving him a new deal and selling Aubameyang? I was thinking about this. A bit controversial, but because we'd get money for Aubameyang, and we could use that to go somewhere else and get someone who really wants to play for the club. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know about selling Aubameyang, but when you look at Lacazette this season, I think he's had a better season than Aubameyang. Yeah. And not in terms of just his goal scoring. I think he links up better. Yeah, especially when they played against Chelsea and we beat them 3-1 in December. You had Martinelli on the left, I think Smith Rowe in the middle, Saka on the right. And he seemed to be enjoying the fact that he was the oldest out of all of them, and he can play with them and look after them. And with their energy and the way they play football and everything, he seemed to really perform with them. But I don't know, I don't think Aubameyang can do stuff that Lacazette can't. That Lacazette can, sorry, because I think Lacazette is a better striker in terms of holding up the ball and probably a little bit more technically gifted. Because I've always said this, Aubameyang's a great goal scorer, but in terms of world-class status, I don't think he is. Honestly, don't.
What do you think about us playing maybe a 4-4-2 and just seeing them back together up top? Because that worked under Emery.
Yeah, I don't understand why we never just carried on playing like that, because I thought
chemistry.
that was their best season
They've
together.
got
And
chemistry.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I
Bromance,
don't.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I don't get that either, Alex, because I really enjoyed it when them two were clicking together. They both.
They got 60 something goals between them one season, I think.
Yeah,
So
it wouldn't surprise me if it's that number. I can't remember exactly, but you're right. They were clicking.
season, they were banging the
Yeah,
goals.
yeah.
It's a 2 week international break. Yes, it is. So got a few
This-
things like that, but it's gonna have to think about what to do with it. Yeah. Give me 10. Yep. Okay. Yes. International. Thanks, True Gunner, for the comment on my video. Yep. It's not. You would get more money. Yes. Yes, we would. We would get if we he's going to be 32. He's going to have a couple of years on his contract. So 50 million, 60 million. I don't know what you think.
I don't know. I'd say 50, probably just a little bit under than 50, maybe. I'm really not sure, to be honest.
Lewis makes a good point. Bamia could go back to BVB for potentially, but it depends who. I don't. Yeah, he's got the German connection, but I think he. I don't know. I think maybe
It
he thinks it's
depends.
a decision.
I mean, if they sell Haaland, especially, um, who would they go for? And that, to be honest, I'm trying to think. Apart from the Premier, like in the Premier League, you've got Harry Kane is obviously going to be one that everyone's going to be looking after, and then Haaland himself, and obviously Mbappe. But I can't see anyone getting Mbappe out of PSG for like a small amount of money, especially. I mean, Haaland is more gettable, to be fair. So it just depends. If they sell him for big money, would they really go back for Aubameyang? Because Aubameyang might have like 1 or 2 good years left. Well, at the moment, he's struggling to complete this year.
I think yeah, in the summer we could see something big happen because if you carry on like this, surely Arsenal realise they've got an asset here,
Mm,
and you will get money for him. So
I wanted.
we'll see. Yeah, I wanted Emery out, but if Emery would have gone 3-0 down to our fans would want him out. But because he's Arteta, it's fine. FFS. Yep. Like I said, for me, Arteta is not the right man for the job. He still isn't. He's had a year and a half, and I don't see any changes because we're still lower than we're lingering in ninth stroke 10th. We're not going up the table. We can't be consistent. We've been so inconsistent, mate. It's just ridiculous. And yes, it's great we got to 3-3, but we shouldn't have been 3 down in the first place. It was calamitous. It was just I don't know. The first 2 goals were just I knew Lingard would score, but look at the closing down. I know that was a great goal, but the second goal, sorry, that was
I,
did they just like come out of bed or something?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Alex, on my preview, I said 3 players in my head that I thought we need to look out for, and that was Lingard, just because of his history with Arsenal, the way he plays against us, and the way he's playing at the moment for West Ham. You have to give him credit. You got that guy Souček in the middle, and then obviously Mikel Antonio. Because I remember last game I went to was against West Ham in the Emirates last season, and he was a handful. We couldn't control it. It's only because he wasn't what do you call it? Like obviously good in front of goal and actually buried his chances. We got away with that day. But yeah, all 3 of them were involved in all their goals. I don't understand why you wouldn't think like that either and be careful and close down properly. I kept saying that if we start off the way we did against Tottenham, we can play anybody off the park. That's right. But
went down the wrong way.
Yeah, when we played the way we played against Olympiacos, we said it on Thursday. If we play like that, we'll lose this game. And obviously, in half an hour, we were 3-0 down. It's just embarrassing, really. And I said it to because my family's a big Arsenal fan, Alex, and I said to him, if he doesn't win the Europa League, surely that's it. He can't have any more excuses. How many more can he have? He's taken us backwards in the league. 10th.
I don't understand how long people want to give him because we've waited so long and FA Cups are lovely. Don't get me wrong, I love winning it.
Yeah, of course.
I want to be going close to the first, not further away. And at the moment, all I'm seeing is we're going backwards. Like, because we've broken so many records for losses this season. I've lost count. The Villa losing to them 3 times in a row. Leicester at home first time for 40 years. Burnley at La first home for like 40, 50 years, and he's just breaking record after record. And it's that squad. We should be higher up in the league, definitely. I don't know how you feel.
I mean, I was gonna say I was watching the Football Terrace the other day when Spurs got knocked out, and there was Arsenal fans. I know we can banter Spurs in some cases, but I didn't like the way this guy was talking about how we've got 99 problems, but our manager ain't one. And I was like, well, that's ridiculous.
Where
of course he's a problem. From Football Terrace, from the lads, what's his name, Miguel. He's obviously a big Arsenal fan and everything.
No
and don't get me wrong, I
comment.
like his positivity, but somehow you have to be realistic, all right? And we are terrible. And he said one time that the table is telling lies. We should be ahead where we are. I was like, yeah, with the squad, I agree with you, but the way we're playing with this manager, no, we shouldn't be. We deserve to be 10th. You know, like you said, the record he's broken. I mean, Burnley's never beaten us at home in the Premier League in their history, and they did it this season. It's just been terrible.
And I'll just bring in Luca as well. Good evening, Luca. Welcome to my stream.
Thank you for
Hello, Arsenal, Alex.
Coming on. And Maria, thank you. Hi, guys. Hope you're well. Chelsea fan. Hope you're good, Maria. Thank you for joining us. Luca, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, but very disappointed.
Yeah. Obviously, Luca's a pissed off Arsenal fan, and he's
Arsenal fan, mate.
Give me your thoughts on today's.
You know what, right? And I said it on Stephen's channel on his watch along. I'm very disappointed with the game because that first half was not good enough at the end of the day, Alex. Because why are we letting 3 goals against West Ham? Seriously. What were we doing on the second goal? Literally. David Luiz and Mari. Arteta got it all wrong today. Right, but what I will say is, you don't need to make a lot of changes, right? With a 2-week international break, when we've got Liverpool coming up after the international break, why is Callum Chambers at right back? Yeah, I thought Chambers had a good game. Don't get me wrong. I don't rate Callum Chambers. I have an agenda against Callum Chambers, but what I will say is, I'll give him credit. Okay, I will give him credit because he got 2 assists. I thought he had an all right game. But he did get us 2 assists, and he did save a draw in this game, but it wasn't good enough. It's 2 points dropped. Cedric, for me, is the better right back at the club. But if it had to be between Chambers and Bellerin, right, and say if Cedric wasn't at the club, Alex, I would have to choose Callum Chambers over Hector Bellerin, because Bellerin, he can go and plant League 2 Forest Green Rovers.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he was doing today, mate.
I've been to Forest Green Rovers. I've experienced it. I've tried the food there, and it's not good. But the thing is, I'm being serious. What I will say is that Cedric should have started the game. Okay, Pepe should have started. And what frustrates me about Mikel Arteta, about Nicolas Pepe, is his best game. And I said it right. I said it on my review. What I've edited just now. I didn't do it on StreamYard. I've done it on a match reaction. But something different, but the thing is, I said right in my review, when you'll see it when it comes out, but I said something about what frustrates me about Pepe is his best away game he has had this season is against Leicester. And the thing is, don't get me wrong, I've had my issues with Pepe in the past, but I've started to see performances with Pepe even when he started and not started, and when he's come on, I'm going to give this guy a chance. I don't think he's not worth 72 million. I never thought he was, but I think he's around the 40-45 million pound mark, guys.
He's a class player.
He is. And what I will say is to that, I think Pepe, he needs to be coached with a better manager. Because if Arteta does not see anything interesting in this guy, you need to unitize this. You need a manager who's going to unitize this player. Because I do think if we had an experienced coach, a winner, or even someone like Rafa Benitez, I guarantee you we will get the best out of Nicolas Pepe.
So talking about managers, we answer True Gorner's question. Would you take Rafa if we sack Mikel?
True Gorner, massive shout out to you as well. Subscribe to him. I'll take Rafa Benitez. Don't get me wrong. someone was telling me today that obviously that Rafa Benitez might play boring football like Newcastle. Not really, because at the end of the day, right, Rafa Benitez is experience. Okay, we're not Newcastle United. Yeah, they could get relegated. They've got Ronald McDonald in charge. But the thing is, right, Rafa Benitez is an experienced manager. Look what he did at Liverpool in 2005. Yeah. He won the Champions League with Liverpool. Yeah, he done well with Newcastle.
Probably the league. He knows the league.
Exactly. Probably Newcastle's best manager since Kevin Keegan. Right.
Yeah.
I would take someone like that. He's a realist and he knows how to win things. Right. If it wasn't for him, I would get someone like Allegri. He lives near London Colney. But the problem is the ball.
You know London Colney well, don't you, Luca?
Yes, I know. Me and you have talked off air. You see about London Colney.
I know. But, you know, it is a beautiful area.
Well, it's in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? Just on the M25.
So,
Tom,
would you take Rafa Benitez, or are you not a fan, or how would you?
No, I would, because this whole thing of him with Newcastle playing very pragmatic football, he had to do that because he's with Newcastle. He hasn't got the squad in depth that he had at Liverpool. I remember watching Liverpool when I was younger, like with him. They actually played decent football and they were winning things as well with him. And let's not forget, he won the league with Valencia in Spain. He did well with Real Madrid. And one more club in Chelsea as well, when he came in for that short interim. He won a Europa League.
He did. And this is why he's an experienced manager, right? Yeah. Okay, and if we get a manager who can unitize Nicolas Pepe and getting on to Martinelli as well, right? Why did he not start the game? Why was he not involved? You saw it on Thursday.
I would start Martinelli and Pepe.
This should be my team going against Liverpool, right? And we've got Liverpool next, right? We've missed an opportunity, right? And I know the top four is over, and I know people in the comments and people like Miss Molina will thinking, right, why is this guy thinking we can get top four? No, I never said we'll get that. But what I will say is to that, if we would have won today, it would have been 7 points off the top four, right? Played the same games as Chelsea, because I don't think Chelsea wouldn't have had a game in hand. And then the game's coming up. Yes, I know we still got to go to their place.
We ain't catching Chelsea, no.
Of course not. But if we would have won today, it would have been a little slim hope
of getting the league. Dead. It's finished.
It's finished now. It's finished because every single time when we have an opportunity, thinking, right, you know what, 6-7 points off the top four, 8-9 games to go, teams are dropping points. Chelsea still got to play Manchester City. You know what I mean?
Let me just read some comments, mate, and I'll jump back. I thought that Chambers played really well today, says Maria. I agree. Glad to see you both again. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining, Malia. Maria says, hi, Luca.
Hello, welcome to the chat. Subscribe to my channel.
And to Tom's.
Yeah, Tom's as well.
What a game, Lo. Why do we always put ourselves in this situation? It's true. Why? What? That's it. It's just no excuses. And to be honest, like I said to Tom, we should have lost this game, mate. And RD12 to the chat. True Gunaha, it's true too. Hecky B has to go and plant trees. Where is he? That's the thing. Has anyone heard, as Arteta said, why he wasn't in the squad?
No, I don't know anything about it.
No idea.
Maria says, why are they playing him at right back? Surely it's better to play players in their natural position. Are you talking about Chambers? I think, yeah.
I think Chambers played okay today.
Would you take Frank de Boer over Arteta? I'll take you over Arteta, mate. Ronald McDonald, I'm dying. What's that about? What is that? I don't know. Did I miss something?
Yeah, because Lucas said about Ronald McDonald running Newcastle. That's right.
Oh yeah. Would you take Joachim Low at Arsenal? That's a good shout. As he's leaving Germany after Euros. The only risk is
I don't think he's not the right club left. No, I don't think he's not the right man for the job. But
we could be in the new Conference League next season. That's a good. Yeah, what? I don't know.
Yeah, why are they doing this? What's the point?
It's going to be Friday night and Monday night football. Is that right?
I don't know. I haven't even. I'm like that. To me, I get some clubs in Europe If you're from a small country, I get it. For them, it must be fantastic. But for a club in the Premier League, surely, Europa League and Champions League is where you want to be. You don't want to be in that one. What's the point of that? Bad enough, we don't even want to be in Europa League. So I don't understand why they're doing a new conference thing. It's just pointless.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know, like it's just money. I don't see any reason why doing. We've already got 2 European competitions. There's only reason it's money. I don't know if you know any other reason, Luca.
What's the question?
With a conference league, why the hell are they doing it apart from money?
You know what, right? And I said something about I don't want to finish in the Europa League conference. And the thing is, I big up Cannonfold, a long time no see.
Yes, good evening.
Last time I was on his stream was when we won the FA Cup last season. That was the last time I was on the stream.
Fantastic YouTuber, and thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it.
But no,
really makes really good content.
He does. He's on like the last time I checked. But no, the thing is, right, let me touch on something. The thing is, right, is that I think the Europa League conference is there for the money. And you see teams like Crystal Palace and all that stuff thinking, right, okay, they want European football. But it's pointless. It's pointless at the end of the day. And to see a size of structure, Arsenal bringing out new training kit. Yeah, well, they're bringing new training kit. Yes, the black kit come out. I ain't even got that one here. This is the latest one I've got. I want to wait until we win the Europa League. Then, if we do win the Europa League, then I'll start buying that training kit because it looks nice. But this Europa League conference,
we get a new bloody kit every week.
Dude, how many kits have we got? I might have to count a list of kits because it's frustrating. Yeah, all these kits are nice. You can show off with your Arsenal badge to your mates and your buddies, but it doesn't mean anything.
I want to show off trophies. That's what I want to show off.
I want to win the Europa League this season. Yeah. And I'm still a Mikel Arteta out. But I did have a thought about Mikel Arteta, right? If he wins the Europa League, I might have my changes on Mikel Arteta.
Chris says, Conference League only made for money. More paychecks for UEFA. Yes, money, money, money. Cannon Fodder says, you're welcome, Alex. Yep, that's all right, mate. And see if I can come onto your show sometime different. You're very welcome anytime. And thank you so much for tuning in. How are you feeling about the game? Do let me know. Conference League and Nations League, pointless tournaments. Yes, money, money, money. That is it. Nothing else. Maria says, you would think that Arteta would have learned something working alongside Pep. Yeah, question, guys. What has Arteta learned from Pep?
I don't think he hasn't learned anything, in my opinion. But the only thing I will say with Arsenal Football Club, with Arteta, is that Arteta has made a little bit of process in the last few weeks by beating Tottenham.
I don't know that word, please. I don't like that word. Please, that word is banned. Process. You said process. It just riles my skin. It just makes me feel.
But the thing is, we have made right. Let's take process out of the equation, right? Let's ban that word. Pretend that didn't exist. But no, the thing is, right, with Arsenal, we have made a little bit of improvement with the results. Like we've beaten Spurs, we've knocked out Olympiacos. We've seen kind of good football, but nothing isn't going forward. It's still the same shit. Okay, it's the same shit. So he's on about new training kit.
Right. Well, new training kits are nice, but the £100 for a jumper is a joke. Is that how much you spent on your jumper?
£100, but that was a birthday present.
What are you? Do you buy a new kit every week, mate? Where are you getting all this money from? Seriously, you're like.
I don't know, mate. It's just trying to make money. So there.
Wait till you. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. But. Mate, spend your money on something else. Like
we're in lockdown, mate. So
I know. There's nothing else to spend it on.
Could be in lockdown till October. But anyway,
no, don't believe.
Jeez, don't say that. Don't say that.
I don't want to get into politics, please. That's just.
I talk it off air. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Evening, Triguna. Yes, thank you. Yep. Big up Cannon Fodder. Yep. Very privileged to have him on my stream. The game today showed me the team cannot compete in the Europa League, much less the Champions League. Too inconsistent. Yeah, we don't know what you can say consistency because we haven't got any. I don't know what you think, because every time we go on a good 3 or 4 games, good run, bang, crash, and then we have a horror show. And against Olympiacos, awful, and the first half against West Ham today, terrible.
I actually said it. I've said that, winning the Europa League would be fantastic for Champions League and a trophy. I get that, but it does worry me if we don't make quick improvements with the team in terms of like buying good players and everything. We won't be in the Champions League for long. We'll be in it for just the group stages, and that's it. So in a way, it kind of just worries me. Do you imagine if we get embarrassed? Like, we've been embarrassed before in the Champions League. Nothing's new there, but I don't want to be embarrassed in the group stages because otherwise, what's the point of turning up into it? I don't know. Like I said it to my family earlier, that if he doesn't win it, I think he has to go. I just can't see him trying to get out of it and say, well, look what I've done here and there. But he hasn't done enough. Like, the one thing I have liked about him, it's everything is off the pitch that I've liked in terms of, like, he got rid of Mustafi, Ozil, Kolasinac, all these deadwood players. And I appreciate that. It's going to take time. I get it. But I didn't think it would be this bad. I honestly thought we would at least compete for top 4 or even at least try to be around top 6. Yeah, I thought that. I honestly thought that. Because they got a bounce from winning the FA Cup, and I thought, come on, surely. But it's just been awful.
What frustrates me most about Arteta is how he manages players. It's appalling.
Yeah.
Dreadful. He's destroying players' careers. Look at Partey. What's happened to him? It can't all be just down to injuries. Look at Martinelli. He's just thrown him under the bus. Saka. He's obviously overplayed him. He hasn't got the experience to manage players to get the best out of them and know when to play them and when not to play them. And for that reason, one of the main reasons is it's just why I don't think he's good enough.
I mean, when I did my team selection for the game against West Ham, I said that I would keep the back 4 as similar as you can. So basically, I would have put Cedric in. I would have kept it with Gabriel and Luis, because I think that's been working. Kieran Tierney, of course. The only change I made was, let's see Martinelli. Why can't we see him? It's not like we're competing for anything in the league. So just unleash him now. Let him play. I don't understand it.
Martinelli, Partey, he with Atletico, he was their driving force, and he's come to Arsenal. He's either been injured or he just hasn't got going, and then I'm really, really disappointed. And again, I think Arteta's got to take a lot of the blame because he's just so many decisions he makes are just baffling. Like
2-0 Tottenham are ahead of us now.
Yeah,
but we can't banter them. Sorry, I know we last week, but they're still above us and they're in a final. For example, the Saliba. Yeah, there's so many. Look how well he's doing now. I know why he did that thing and stuff, but he's young. They all make mistakes, but he's clearly a good defender, and I don't get why he's gone all the way back to Nice and then he's going to come back here. And surely that's going to mess the kid up even more.
Is it true he's got tested positive for COVID? That's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
A lot of people have had it, so probably it probably is true. Yeah, really. Why did we drop Gabriel? It's been yes. Why? This is another thing. He plays well. People for a few games. Pepe, he's treated him like shit. I'm sorry for swearing, but
he plays players who are on good form, right?
And then he drops them.
He chucks them out. What's the point doing that? That's how we're not going to win games.
Yeah. If you're playing well, keep playing, because you find you've just got, that's like anything in life. You're doing really well at something in life. You just want to keep going, whether it's your job, whether it's your business, or whether it's something that you love. You just want to keep going until, do you know what? I need a break. And I'm sure, because Pepe, that headbutt against Leeds United, I know he shouldn't have done that, but I can probably understand why. Because he's just been in and out, in and out, in and out, and just never a consistent run of games. So when he comes in, he shows why he's a top player.
I thought I don't know what you guys thought, but I thought the substitutions were really late again. I would have changed it with half an hour to go, never mind 20 minutes. It wasn't even that. It was like 16 minutes left. I don't understand these substitutions. In that respect, it reminds me a lot of Arsene Wenger, and it's frustrating because I remember how we used to hate him for that. Well, not hate him, but hate that. When he used to do that all the time, wait until like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and then put everyone else on. It's just pointless.
Maria says she agrees with me. Arteta just doesn't inspire his players. Do you think that's what's happened to Aubameyang mainly? Because you got to remember he's a young man. He's really young. He's only just a bit older than some of the players. Like he's only 4 or 5 years older than Luis. So if you had an Ancelotti or a Benitez or a Simeone or a Klopp or a Pep, the players would respect him more because they won everything and done everything. And Arteta, I'm sure maybe in the future he might be a great manager, but it was the wrong time for him to come, and it's just shown it just time after time, and it's no coincidence. Yeah, things keep happening throughout the season. Sorry,
my video's uploaded for my review.
Right, well, I'm not going to watch it now, mate, but later I will, mate.
Have a look.
Yeah. True Gooner says, reminds me of Wenger. He used to make late subs. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
We're 3-2 down, and who did he bring on? Like he bought Martinelli about 8 minutes to go. Like, what's he going to do? Like, you should start the kid, man, and he's hungry, and just sorry, man. I could just go. There's so many reasons why this manager annoys me.
But the only thing I do think with when people say they're not playing for him, the only thing that stops me from saying that is the fact that when we were really bad between November, December, losing all those games, I thought that would have been the perfect time for them to completely drop tools and just get rid of him. But they didn't. They carried on. They started winning a few games here and there. It's not good enough, I know. But that's when it made me think, well, maybe they are playing for him. I don't know. I honestly do not know what the situation is, if they actually like him or not. Or it is just a question of we have some bad players that we just don't realise how bad they are. I mean, that's...
Go on.
I was going to say, like, for me, example, I know people say that Xhaka and Partey play well together, but I still think Xhaka needs to go in the summer. I still think he's one of those players that we need to get rid of. Same with Bellerin. He's been here for a long time. He hasn't improved at all. So there's still some players we need to change. But like I said, I honestly think the Europa League is where he has to do it and prove to us that he can at least get a few months in the next season to see if we can be good enough to challenge for top 4. If he doesn't do that, then he has to go. End the story.
I agree. Luke, are you having a sleep there, mate? You all right?
No. I'm just sending I'm sending links to people to make sure people watch my video.
Okay, you can get to yourself. Emery made subs at half time sometimes. Yes. Why can't Arteta do that? He has to wait till 10 minutes.
Unai Emery is a better manager than Mikel Arteta. As Lee Gunner said, Unai Emery, right, got us 5th and to Europa League final with Liechtensteiner, Socrates, Ramsey, Torreira, Guendouzi, and all them lot. So.
And Maria says, so true, Guna. That used to drive me mad when Wenger did that. Luca, I'll watch it, mate. Yep, we all will. Kane is level with Salah with 17 goals. Is that true? I didn't know that. I don't care what anyone says. He's a top. I know he didn't perform against us, but he is a top striker, and he's been consistent. But it's just obviously he hasn't got trophies to show for it. So don't know what you think of him.
No, I think he is. I mean, what do you reckon he'll go as well? Do you reckon we'll get rid of him?
If they don't win anything, he's what, 28, is he? Something like that? 27, 28? I mean, he's in his peak of his career, and I'm sure he wants to win trophies, and at Tottenham, he's got no chance of doing that. Carabao Cup, right? And that's about it. Yeah, what was Martinelli meant to do in 8 minutes? RD12, yeah, Emery made changes at half-time, but when it comes to next season, it's turned to calamitous, and he started Torreira as a number 10.
Yeah, that was baffling.
Was but what I liked about Emery, he made a risk. He was risky. He said if he sees stuff isn't working, he would change formations in the first half. When does Arteta change the formation? It's always 4-2-3-1.
That's what I don't get.
Why can't he change the formation? Same with Arteta. Won the FA Cup, and now look where we are. He needs to change things up. He needs to change formation. Another thing he needs to do is pick the same team for like 3 or 4 games in a row so they can get to know each other. Because if you change 5 or 6 players every game, how can you get a string of results together? Because you're all different. Each player is different. You know what I mean?
It's like what Lucas said, though. Why would you make changes when there's an international break?
No.
They've got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not that there's a game on Tuesday or something, or Wednesday, and I might understand.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And we're not even challenging for top 4, so there's no reason for him to turn around and say, I'm sorry, Martinelli, this is a big game, I can't play you. We're not even challenging, not even for top 6. So I don't understand why he's been so unfair to the boy. I just don't understand that.
That's what I don't get, seriously.
Yeah, I don't get it. Martinelli, Pepe.
And him.
I just really want to know, has he dropped Bellerin for good? Because that could be... Because he played on Thursday, Bellerin, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And he was terrible.
He was terrible.
As Arteta.
I'm not being funny, but we need a proper right back in the summer.
And we need a backup left back. We need a left back badly. I mean, what do you guys think we need in terms of recruitment?
I think we need a right back. I think we should go and get. If I was in charge of the club, I would go and get maybe someone like Lamberty, or Max Aarons, or Hakimi from Inter Milan. Probably Lamberty or Hakimi. Left back, I think we need a backup left back, someone experienced. Centre halves, I think we're okay, depending what happens with Saliba. Then I think we need 2 midfielders. We need someone alongside Thomas Partey. We need a creativity midfielder because I'm not paying £42 million for Odegaard. No, thank you. Why would I want to go out and pay all that money? So I think we should get maybe someone like Bazuma or someone like the Norwich lad, Beneda. Maybe someone like that. Strikers, I think we need a striker. I think we should get rid of Aubameyang, in my opinion. Well, this is the thing, right? I have my doubts with Aubameyang. 1 minute he could be good, 1 minute he could be crap. And the last 2 games have been crap. And this is the thing, right? Is that game against Tottenham where he got dropped, right? And we played well, and that was probably our best performance of the season, right? Do you feel right? Obviously, Aubameyang not performing, and those chances he deliberately missed against Olympiacos, on another day he would score those goals.
You think he did it on purpose? He missed those chances.
I do think he did it on purpose.
Yeah. I don't know about on purpose, but he clearly has something else on his mind.
Maybe family problems, or maybe because what happened.
If that's the case, Arteta, take him out of the firing line and then let him rediscover his form. But because he's on such a high wage, he's the captain. He feels like he's got to play him.
I agree with like what Luca just said. What we need, but I was surprised. Do you guys not rate Odegaard then, or do you think he's just been too expensive?
I do, but the thing is, I just feel we need someone alongside him. We can't just buy him and that's it, thinking he's the actual creativity.
Right.
And this is Basuma from Brighton and Lamptey from Brighton. Truguna says
that's a possibility.
Yeah, of course, man. We should go and raid them up. Don't forget we played 5 at the back at the start of the season. RD12 says that's a good point, but why can't you change formations within one game? Like Pep will do that.
Yeah.
Pep does.
For some reason, my video's not working and it's not uploading. It says we're processing this video. Check back later or something.
All right, mate. If you need to sort that out, I understand. Tottenham have a great record against Villa. Okay, and what's happened to Reece and Eddie? Yes, Eddie was Arteta's boy, and now he's nowhere to be seen. And Reece, we could get like 20 million for those two, easy, and we could sell them and reinvest. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of sales in the summer, and I think I would sell them both. I don't know what you think.
Well, supposedly back in January, West Ham United were interested in Nketiah for 10 million. And they said no, Arsenal, because they wanted to keep him. But I don't understand that, because what did they want him for? They haven't even played him. The last time I think I've watched him was in the FA Cup against Southampton. We got knocked out. I don't remember seeing him since. So what was the point of that?
All the decisions we make is often what's the point in that? Like letting all our players go for free in January and not getting anything for it. Over 150 million pounds worth of players gone for nothing. Have you guys heard the guy from Leipzig called Klosterman? He's a right back. No. Have you guys?
No.
Draguna, you can tell me about him if he's any good, and I'll have a look later. RD12 says, I don't think we should be getting rid of Aubameyang, because who else is if Laka gets injured? And also, who's going to replace his goals? Well, there are strikers out there, but it's true when we haven't got Aubameyang firing because we don't get goals from midfield.
No, the thing is, we don't score goals from midfield. That's the problem, and the thing is, we need to buy midfielders, don't we?
Would you take Matty Cash from Aston Villa?
Yeah, 100%. I think he's a really, really good player. I'm surprised he's not in the England squad.
Matty Cash, I'll take obviously Jack Grealish. Everyone will take Jack Grealish. I'll take Ross Barkley. What's that other lad in the midfield?
Is it McGinn you're thinking of?
Yeah, McGinn. I'll take him because
he's a good player.
I'll take Martinez back if he wants to come back. I mean, after Leno's showing today, yes, Leno. The last 3 or 4 games, what's going on with him? Like, his fault for the Olympiacos goal, I don't care what anyone says. And then the away tie, when he passed it to Ceballos, that was it the away tie? Yeah?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Well, I don't really rate. I know he's not a good goalkeeper, but I just definitely think he made the wrong choice in getting rid of Martinez. I don't know if you agree or disagree, or if you like him, or
which one's this?
Leno. His mistakes he keeps making.
I think Leno I would keep, but I think Martinez was the better goalkeeper.
Yeah. What about you, Tom?
I'm not sure. I've always said that was really a difficult situation because you had Martinez perform well for 10 games. And I know it was the FA Cup semi in the final and he got us to win it. Fair play to the guy who was there for 10 years. It was harsh to turn around and say, look, at the end of the day, we want to keep you, but we want you to obviously compete with Leno for the number 1 spot. And he obviously didn't want that. He wanted to get first team football. So I kind of understand both sides of the story there. And let's not forget, we did make, 20 million, I think it was, we sold him for. We would never have sold him for 20 if he didn't play those games. So in a way, it was quite a good thing. We had him last few games to get his market value up. So that one was tough to make a decision like that. It really is. And in hindsight, you probably look at it now and think maybe Martinez is probably better. But you don't know that really until you look at it objectively and everything. But today, definitely, it pissed me off with Leno. Just so poor, like how everyone switched off for that quick free kick, and it wasn't even a good goal. It was just an awful shot, and he didn't handle it properly. But yeah, the away tie Olympiacos, that was his fault. You kind of say that it was his fault against Burnley, the way he passed it to Granit Xhaka in that situation as well. He gets you can see it as well. He gets annoyed with some of the passing when they give it back to him. But then he carries on trying to do it short. Just boo it out if you're not happy. Just get rid of it.
Yeah, kick it into a bloody throw-in. Who cares?
I think my video works now.
Not another Chelsea reject. Ross Barkley, he's better than Granit Xhaka. Look
I forgot. He went to
watch your review. So.
Oh, is it not working?
RD12, are you talking about when Olympiacos 1-0? Because that was deflection. Yeah, that I'm not talking about the away one in.
Yeah,
that's
when he passed it to Ceballos. That was definitely a really stupid decision. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I was also going to get your thoughts about how high you think we're going to finish this season, because I think about 10. I don't know. It just seems like it just seems like 10th. Like, I don't know if you think we're going to push any higher.
I don't think so. I agree with what Luca was saying as well about, it is a small glimmer of hope trying to get top 4, even the top 6. But when you just put yourselves in these situations and you're inconsistent week in, week out, I kept saying that the only reason I want to see us go on a run is because us Arsenal fans have suffered badly this season, watching especially the beginning of the season, how shit we were. And you get a good run, get your confidence up for Europa League, because I honestly think we're going to be underestimating Slavia Prague. And if we get through that, we'll probably underestimate Villarreal or Dynamo Zagreb. And we can't do that because this competition means the world to some of these clubs. And we're just acting like snobs in that sense. So that's the only reason I want to see us have a good run in the Premier League, so we can actually say, you know what, we've given it a good go, try and get some run confidence up for the Europa League. But the way we're going, it's just terrible. Like, I honestly said it. I had it in my head. I said, if we play as shit we did against Olympiacos, we will get beat by West Ham. Lo and behold, within a few minutes, you just saw it, like how shit we were. It was just so embarrassing, really. The first half an hour.
Yeah. They deserve to win the game. I don't care.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Luca, your phone keeps beeping. If you don't mind putting on silence.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, because obviously my upload's not working.
RD12 thinks we're going to finish 7th. True Naguna thinks we're going to finish 8th. I'm going to say 10th. What do you reckon? Where do you think? Yeah, Luca, where do you see us finish?
I think we'll finish 10th this season.
And people want to keep them manager. And that will be nearly 2 years. And what we just keep sort of hovering around mid-table, and we just keep hoping that, it's just, I don't know. Like, I just think it just looks to me like no matter what he does, he's just not going to. He's probably going to leave at his own accord. I don't think the club will move him on. I don't know what you think. I just think when he feels ready, he'll go somewhere else. I don't, because we've put so much into him. I don't see the club getting rid of him no matter what. We were 15th, and they weren't even talking about his job being under pressure. So if we're not hovering close to relegation, then his job's safe.
At the end of the day, because I knew some people that said about, I'll give you an example, when Emery lost the final against Chelsea and we got 5th, just 1 point off Champions League, there were some Arsenal fans saying, just get rid of him now, let's just move forward. I thought that was harsh, because I thought, let's give him at least the beginning of the season to see if he can improve and see what he can do. And then you look back and you think he only lost like 3 games, I think it was, in that Premier League season. So he didn't actually do that badly. And then because we had so many draws against really bad opposition and everything, they got rid of him. With Arteta, surely if he doesn't win it, like, it wasn't actually a case of bad luck or the fact that we're not even close to top 4. Surely at the end of the season, when they look at it, you've just missed out completely on everything we asked you for. They can't keep him, surely. But I agree with you, Alex. I think they're gutless. I think they will keep him.
Yeah.
I think they will. I think they'll say to him, all right, we'll give you the beginning of the season. Let's see what you can do. Because our board are spineless. Look how long it took them to get Arteta. And I know people, don't get me wrong, I didn't want to see Mourinho at Arsenal, but look how Spurs moved for Mourinho. They got rid of one of their most successful managers, even though he didn't win anything with them, but he did a lot more than what Mourinho's doing now. And they got him straight away the next day. And everyone thought that was harsh on Poch, but it's the way it goes. With Emery, we got rid of him, and it took us at least, I think, 3 to 4 weeks to get Arteta. We didn't even get anyone special. We got a guy that's just working as an assistant who's never managed a club in his life.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
I think Maria, did she watch your watch along?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Well, is she? You are. I think she's a Chelsea fan, aren't you, Maria?
Yeah, she's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah. Maria says, "I'm so sad for you guys. If you finish low because Arsenal is a great club, yeah, our standards have slipped, and us fans, we are a lot. Certain ones, they are a lot to blame because they just accept it because they just think if it was Chelsea fans like Maria, they would demand that we get someone who is going to take us up, who is going to challenge, at least get up closer to where because we do pay the highest
We're never going to challenge though,
and we do pay. We always have we have a training camp modelled by Luca every single week. You know, he's wasting all his money on training kits, and we should be first or second to show for it.
Well, yeah, but obviously I like collecting them though. You do know the money goes into Stan Kroenke's pocket.
Yeah. Well, oh dear.
Well,
let me ask.
Go on. You finish this first.
Let me ask you guys, with Arteta, when was it for you both, the point when you thought, I don't want him anymore? Or was it before he got the job? Is it when you guys were like, don't want him, don't get him?
Luca will answer this for me. Go on, Luca.
What's the question?
Stop. Yeah, Luca,
Basically,
when was it the moment for you guys to say, Arteta out? Because I always ask
You know what? Right. When we lost to Aston Villa 3-0, when we beat Manchester United at Old Trafford for the first time in 14 years in the Premier League, I thought to myself, you know what? He might change it. He might turn it around here. And I started thinking, you know what? Back this manager to the end of the season. Because when we won the FA Cup, I said to myself, let's back this manager until the end of the season. Right. But the thing is, when we lost 3-0 to Aston Villa, there was a point where I'm thinking he had to go. He kept playing Willian, he kept playing Aubameyang, and that time when we were playing Leeds and them lot away from home back in the Christmas period, October, November time, we were like, play the guy up front. He's clinical. And Arteta kept playing Willian, Laka, Aubameyang he kept playing wrong positions. He kept making late substitutions, and he still does that the odd thing. And then eventually he put Aubameyang up front, and it worked for a bit. Then it stopped working. So the thing is, that's why I'm a Mikel Arteta out. I think he's out of his depth. I don't think he's not the right man for the job. I just feel I never wanted this manager in the first place. Alex did a video on it. I did a video on it on my old channel as well. And the thing is, he's out of his depth. And who I wanted was Carlo Ancelotti or Pochettino. Pochettino wanted to come to the job. But the trouble is, the board, right, Vinay, all them lot, right, cheap money. They paid cheap money. And the thing is, we never pays the compensation. Brendan Rodgers wanted the job when Arsene Wenger left the club. So, I don't know. It's frustrating with this club. So,
yeah, well, Tom, to answer your question,
if he wins the Europa League, maybe I might change my mind on Arteta. There's a hint on that. But if he doesn't win the Europa League, I'm still in Arteta out because he hasn't achieved anything. His target was, in his first season, was to get Champions League football. He didn't. He won us an FA Cup and we finished 8th, right, outside the top 6 for the first time in God knows when. Then, this season, he's going to finish 10th this season. Our worst position since 12th. Back in 1994-1995 season under George Graham. So I just think Arteta's got to go, in my opinion. If he wins the Europa League, I'll back him in the summer. But if he doesn't, I want him out completely and bring an experienced manager.
He can win the Europa League and I still want him out. I never wanted him in the first place. When I first heard that he was coming in, I didn't want him. So Even when we won the FA Cup, I thought it's not where I want to be as a fan. I want to see us in and around challenging for titles year on, year out. And with the money we've spent and with the size of our club, size of our fan base, size of everything of Arsenal, it's just not good enough. And I don't blame Arteta for taking the job, because I would.
Yeah.
Why not? You know what I mean? I would take it. So I don't hate him. I just don't think he's a good manager. And I've got nothing against him as a person, but I'm thinking about my club, and he's not. He needs to go manage somewhere else and gain that experience and gain that knowledge to deal with, because we're such a big club and we've got so many problems, and we need someone with big shoulders, a big head, who's just going to know how to manage players and know how to manage situations, which he's done so wrong because he's never had to do it before. So
yeah,
that's where I stand on it, mate.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So Maria says, I always say how I admire Abramovich because he would never miss a match. He would always watch Chelsea, and I think Arsenal needs someone who cares like that. Yes. When have you seen Kroenke at a match?
Kroenke the last. Go on, he spoke first.
I was going to say, I think the old man Stan was the last time was when Wenger was last game of his reign against Burnley at the Emirates. And if I remember rightly, when they panned the camera towards him, everyone started booing him.
Yeah, I think, was that the last time?
Yeah. Josh Kroenke was there in the Europa League final under Unai Emery's first season. But he just standing there and he didn't do anything. He was just shaking hands. That's what he was doing.
I mean, they're certainly losing. Like, they can't be making money now because we're not in the Champions League, and I don't understand. I don't know what, if we are going to go on the Kroenkes, what do they want from this club? Like, are we just an asset? Is that it? I mean, they're not trying to build us. They're not trying to make us great. They just don't seem bothered.
But it's like last AGM they had, before they obviously got it 100%, there was a big article in one of the newspapers, can't remember which one it was, saying that he has how much love and respect he has for the club and vision he has. But he never said what his vision was. He never said what he wanted to actually achieve. You know, and that's the point as well. Like, I mean, I think he cares more about his enterprises in America, obviously. I mean, have you seen the stadium they're building there? You know, that's just it's incredible, man.
How much is Stan Kroenke Stadium worth? Like five something.
5 billion or 5 million, 5 million or 5 billion.
I think I've heard billions. Yeah, billions. It's incredible.
So that's the thing. We need a man who's going to take it from top to bottom. And I'll tell you, he's a young man, first coaching job, and he probably saw it for. I can understand why. For if I don't take it, I'm probably never going to get the chance. So, so I guess the board is culpable for hiring him in the first place. And Maria, I would love an Abramovich at Arsenal. I don't care. Like, he's
not going to come.
He does care about Chelsea. He cares, and he demands success, and he wants Chelsea to win Champions Leagues. And Chelsea have a bloody good chance of winning the Champions League this year.
This is why Chelsea are a smart team, and this is the thing, right? And I've said this time again. I said this time again with Chelsea fans, right? And I know a lot of Chelsea fans outside of YouTube. Basically, right, ever since they got that transfer ban, right, they sold their best player, Hazard. They sold Costa. They saved all that money up, right? And then Lampard comes in. People thought he weren't going to do anything. I thought he was going to do something. I thought he got Chelsea's first season into a top 4, yeah? And he's only beaten Arteta once. But the thing is, Chelsea had that transfer ban. They done a smart thing. They brought all the youngsters through. Arsenal have started to do that as well. But we never had a transfer ban. We just don't spend money as much. But that season when they had a transfer ban, we bought Pepe and Tierney in that. But the thing is, Chelsea have spent all that money. They saved all that money up, and they bought all like the likes of Werner, Havertz, and all them lot. And when Chelsea had that period under Lampard, when they thought, right, okay, he's a great Chelsea legend. Don't get me wrong, but the thing is, time had to go. Right, he wasn't the right man for the job, in my opinion. The fans had to come out and make a choice, thinking, right, okay, they had to sack Frank Lampard, great legend, great servant at Chelsea, but he had to go just because things weren't looking good. And then they brought Tuchel in. He's proved me wrong. He's proved everyone wrong. I didn't think this manager was the right man for the job because of his attitude, because he's fallen out with players, with Neymar, etc., Mbappe, Cavani. But Tuchel has proved it wrong. They're unbeaten, Chelsea. They're on an amazing run. But Chelsea always do this. They have a period where, and they've always been like this, they'll go on a bit of a good run. They'll finish in the top 4. They'll buy players. And then in their second, and if he wins something, like if Chelsea win a Premier League, for instance, or any cup, and the following season they sack their manager. But the thing is, they do it in the right way. That is why Kroenke's got more money than Roman Abramovich. Is that the problem is our board don't care. They're there for the money, okay? Whereas Chelsea, they don't mess about. They get their job done just like that. We shop in Poundland. Chelsea probably shop in like the most expensive shop you can think of. So the way I look at it, right, guys, I just think that our owners don't give a monkeys, right? Because Kroenke's wife, right, owns the best supermarket, Walmart, right?
Yep.
And she has a lot of money, right? Whereas Chelsea, right, they spend their money very carefully. Why can't we not be like that?
Yeah,
Seriously,
just throw money away.
We used to be bigger than Chelsea. You've got to remember that. 13 Premier League titles we've won. Yeah. 13 league titles we have won. Yeah. We used to be bigger than Chelsea. It took Chelsea 50 years to win their first title. 50 freaking years. From 1955 to 2005. Ever since 2005, Chelsea keep winning things.
Yeah.
The last trophy they won was the Europa League. They could win the Champions League or the FA Cup this season.
Maria says, I think Kroenke's happy just to put dollars in his pocket. You're right, Luca. Arteta is sadly inexperienced, and Costa was a killer player. Yeah, and they always say, I think for me, Chelsea's best sale was Eden Hazard because he's just not doing it at Real Madrid. I think that was 100 million, and he's just got like one goal or something this season because I've got a friend who's a Real Madrid fan, and he just said, just absolute waste of money. So Chelsea I know some people, but they buy. Do you know what? I don't. This self-sustaining model, no, because do you know what? Why can we not buy success? Why can we not get a rich sheikh? Why can we not have someone who's rich and powerful and can just make us great again? So yeah. Right, I'm going to wrap it up in a minute because Lucas needs to sort out his video.
I think it's working now anyway.
Right. Tom, what about you, mate? You got anything planned on your channel before I wrap it up?
I'm just going to do my match ratings for today's performance, and then obviously during the international week, see who's available if they want to, do a live stream with us and stuff like that. So let me know, lads. I'm more than happy to do it. I was going to say as well to people who are in the chat, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel, Tom Laguna. I appreciate that. And whenever you guys are available, just let me know. I mean, at the moment, I don't know about you guys, I'm on furlough at the moment and I'm still waiting to go back to work. So just waiting to see what happens. So I'm more than happy to do a stream whenever you guys are available. No problem.
Yeah, well, we can DM.
No worries.
Yeah.
And what about you, Luca? You got anything planned?
Well, obviously, I've just uploaded my West Ham review, so make sure Tom and Arsenal Alex go and watch it straight and give it a like. And make sure we get the channel to 800 subscribers ASAP. And we all do YouTube for fun and all that stuff. And we like to interact with guys and meet people. I know a lot of people say that Instagram is the best thing, and I know I should get it, but the thing is, on Twitter, I have followed quite a lot of people on Twitter, and the last week or so, I've had about 50 subscribers who gained up. And then how I've done that, was obviously I want to give a massive shout out to Stephen Featley and Bargaff and all them lot. They're the ones who helped me got my channel up, and they also kept sharing it. That's why. And second, just because I know the last few days my channel hasn't really been growing, not since like Thursday, but I'm 13 away from 750. Yeah, you gotta be patient. Yeah,
you ain't patient at all, mate.
We all do it for fun.
Yeah, Hazard lost his magic. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Luca, I might be doing a vlog this week, so keep an eye on it.
Are you?
Yeah, and I'll obviously give you a shout out because
what Charlton Athletic?
Yeah. Because the weather's been awful, mate. It's been cold, rainy, and yeah. So we'll see what happens there. Thank you, guys. Love to chat. Yep. So I'm going to wrap it up, mate, because my back's hurting in this chair.
Fair enough.
Okay. So Tom, thank you so much for coming on. Luca, thank you so much for coming on. I hope you both have a good night.
Thank you very much.
We will be in touch. And yes, so we did the comeback. We drew with West Ham, but it could have been worse. We could have lost. Let me know your thoughts. If you are watching this on playback, drop a comment, and I will obviously reply to that. And I look forward to hearing from you all. And yes, I will be doing some more stuff in the week. And yes, 2 weeks off, international break. Yay! Do you guys like international break?
No, I don't. But no, I don't.
Unless it's the Euros or the World Cup, not bothered at all.
Exactly.
That's all right. Thank you, everyone who's joined in the comments. Really, really appreciate that. You're all wonderful. So take care, Tom. Take care, Luca.
See you later.
And good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Bye.